She is a disaster. And she's not going to ever do anything for the border. And she didn't even want to get tough now, except her poll numbers were tanking. And by the way, we're leading in the polls. We're doing great. But you got to get out and vote. You know, this can only happen to me. I had to beat Biden. We were 21 points up after the debate. And then I said, oh, I can't believe it. I think they're going to get him out. And then we had to start all over again with this one. She had a little honeymoon period, but people are now finding out she's not a smart person. And she has no idea what the hell she's doing. And she's going to be dealing with the smartest people. President Xi, how do you think President Xi is looking? He's chopping, he's just grabbing his, oh, he's so happy. He's grabbing his people all over the place and watching the same kind of things you just watched, but even better. And we can't have this. Look, we had 4 years of incompetence. We can't have another 4 years of incompetence because we're not going to have a country anymore. She's incompetent and a bad person, but she's incompetent, grossly incompetent. She's a Marxist. You're right. She's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor. Think of it. Defund the police. She started the movement. This is a woman that we cannot allow to have in this. If she gets in, our country is finished. It's finished. Starting on her first day in office, Kamala Harris terminated every Trump policy I used to deliver the strongest and most secure border in the history of our country. We never had a, Tom Homan said it, the best border. They interview people on the border that live in hell on the border. They say it was never like Trump had it. We had a great thing. And then as soon as she came in, she ended up remain in Mexico. That means you couldn't come into our country. She terminated it. You know what it means? Remain in Mexico. It's what it means. Release and canceled little things like the Safe Third Agreement, canceled Title 42, halted the removal of virtually all criminal aliens, ended all of our programs that we instituted to stop child trafficking, which is at an all-time record now. She said last night that I told you, ripped babies out of the crib. I ripped babies out of the crib. She's sick, and she's a liar. And the reason I keep mentioning McDonald's, because it was so basic. She worked at McDonald's, and it was a lie. She's a liar. But Kamala, of all things, the worst thing is this. She lost 325,000 migrant children, and they're either dead, being sold into sex slavery, or just plain missing from their parents. They were stolen. 325,000. What Kamala Harris, can you imagine if that were a Republican? Can you imagine? What Kamala Harris has done to our border is a betrayal of every citizen. It's a betrayal of her oath, and it's a betrayal of the American nation. Not only must she be defeated, but in light of this news, Kamala Harris should immediately resign the vice presidency and go home to California in disgrace. She should resign. Under both borders are Harris and sleepy Joe Biden. Where is he, by the way? What the hell happened to him? Midwestern states from Pennsylvania to Wisconsin are being overwhelmed through 2 programs she created to deluge towns, just like yours. First, she created a program to fly in migrants from Venezuela, Haiti, and Nicaragua, dumping them into cities and towns all throughout America, right? You know that, right? Remember when she was saying, no, we're thinking, you know, they got a little tougher about 3 months ago on the border, a little bit. But they never stopped the flights because they didn't think, but we caught them about 2 months ago, flying in hundreds of thousands of people over the border. They didn't think we'd catch them. Can you believe it? In addition, she's allowing virtually unlimited numbers of migrants to enter and be released at the press of a button through her phone app for illegal immigrants. They have a phone app so that people can come into our country. These are smart immigrants, I guess, because most people don't have any idea what the hell a phone app is. But they do. These are very intelligent immigrants. But you know who they're really meant for? The cartel people. The people that run the cartels. They can use them brilliantly. They're making billions of dollars, among the most successful people in the world. This is why I get shot at so much. I mean, if you think about it. Only a consequential president gets shot at. Okay? Remember that. In less than 4 years, she relocated almost 5% of the entire population of Haiti to the United States. And the rest are coming in rapidly as they can, as fast as they can come out. And 6% of the populations of Honduras and Nicaragua. And remember this, those governments, they send the people that want to send. And those are the people we're getting. These countries are so dangerous that the U.S. State Department has travel advisories warning Americans not to go there. Yet Kamala is resettling all of those people here, anybody that wants to come. So we have travel warnings, don't go here, don't go there, don't go to the various countries, and yet she's taken in the worst of those people, the killers, the jailbirds, all of the worst of the people, she's taken them in. And then I have to sit there and listen to her bullshit last night. And who puts it on? Fox News. And they shouldn't be allowed to put it on. It's all lies. It's all lies. Everything she said is a lie. But it all stops the moment I raise my hand and take the oath of office as your 47th President of the United States. It all stops. Thank you very much. Not far from where we are today, in a small, very beautiful town of 15,000, Whitewater. Do you know Whitewater? Right up the road a little bit. Kamala has flooded the town with an estimated 2,000 migrants from Venezuela and Nicaragua. Very tough ones, some very tough people in that group. I know because I get the info. Housing costs have now soared by 25% because the government's buying houses for them. Diseases are spreading like wildfire, all sorts of disease. The police say they cannot handle the surge in crime. The schools can't teach, and they're taking over the schools.